Right now at noon, UW-Madison leaders and student protesters once again meeting each other face to face. The latest on the discussions now in day 5. Plus, Mount Horeb strong. Classes canceled again today as we learn more about the armed student that was killed by law enforcement. This is News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Josh Spreiter. Student protesters at UW-Madison meet campus leaders for a second time as the encampment outside of the Library Mall continues. The students want the university to divest from companies that do business with Israel and its war with Hamas. News 3 Now's Maddie Heimsch continues our coverage this afternoon. Maddie, what are you learning?
Josh, those student protesters just provided us with an update on that second negotiation they had this morning. 4 of the protesters who were arrested Wednesday morning are now facing felony charges, according to these students. Their hearings are today, and protesters are calling on the district attorney's office to drop those charges. Students here are also putting additional pressure on campus leaders. Take a listen.
So our question to her is, what more urgency does she need to look past those opinions and start fighting for Palestinian students and other students of color? Seems like she needs to feel more pressure.
One of the Palestinian protesters at the negotiation this morning withdrew from negotiations until UW admin issues an apology for Wednesday's events. Administration offered a phone call later this afternoon to continue negotiations later today and a meeting tomorrow with lawyers present. We'll keep you updated here on News 3 Now, how and if those meetings go. For now, reporting in Madison, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Maddie, thank you. Students in the Mount Horeb School District are home for a second day. This after police shot and killed an armed student outside of the middle school Wednesday. As those students begin to recover, parents have to decide on how to have those difficult conversations with them. SSM Health says it's important for parents to process their own emotional responses first. The next step, validating your child's feelings about the event.
Let your child explain and express where they're at, and validate those feelings. Or they might not even know how they're feeling. There may be a lot of confusion, a lot of anxiety, a lot of just not sure, a lot of fear, and validate that it's okay to have all of those feelings.
SSM Health says you should remind your child you're doing everything you can to keep them safe. You can never reassure them enough after traumatic events. News 3 Now contacted the people we believe are the parents of the armed student. They had no comment for us so far. We discovered the student had a website where he compared himself to assailants of historic school shootings and talked about his violent fantasies. Still, Mount Horeb superintendent is asking the community to reserve judgment of the student's family and friends.
I will say this, though, it's not lost on any of us that we've lost a beautiful soul. Our district, and there's a family that's hurting right now, and nobody wants this for their child.
That investigation is still ongoing this afternoon. As the community works through this, the Chamber of Commerce is asking residents to voice their support with the hashtag Mount Horeb Strong. Businesses can download a Mount Horeb Strong poster for their windows or bulletin boards. There are also yard signs for residents to pick up. We have a list of other ways you can support the Mount Horeb community. Those resources can be found in this story on channel3000.com. You can also stay informed with new developments and receive notifications right when news breaks with the free Channel 3000 mobile app. The sun returns today before some Saturday rain chances. First Warren meteorologist Kelly Slifka is breaking it all down for us. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, good afternoon, Josh. What a beautiful day. On a scale of 1 to 10, it's got to be a 10. I don't know if you can get much nicer than this. A lot of sunshine today and mild temperatures you can see on a visible satellite. Not much cloud cover at all across the entire state. In fact, across much of the upper Midwest. But we are looking at some clouds that'll be rolling in later tonight. But right now we do have sunshine. You can see from our sky cam looking at from the Edgewater Hotel. Sun returns today, and it should be a beautiful afternoon. Now, we will look at a few showers tomorrow. This is not going to be a washout by any means, but it's going to be coming right during the middle part of the day, which is not the greatest timing, and it's going to be very light, kind of nuisance showers, if you will. It looks like we will return to some sunshine and mild temperatures on Sunday. All right, our weekend forecast, I would say Sunday's going to be the nicest day, even though Saturday's not going to be terrible. It's still going to be mild with temperatures near 70, just mentioning that we will have to dodge a few afternoon showers rolling on in. 67 right now in Madison. That's pretty common across much of Dane County, so it is a very mild afternoon. Temperatures closing in on the lower 70s today with the sunshine. You know, some clouds starting to stream out of Iowa toward Grant County, Platteville later on this evening, and we'll back off into the 60s as we go through the late evening hours. Now, the rain chances are with us tomorrow. It's a fairly slim chance, but just kind of nuisance showers as mentioned. And we'll see some dry days. I think the best chance of rain will be some thunderstorms that will roll in. We're going to have to watch this on Tuesday of next week. That's our best chance of seeing more widespread, significant rainfall amounts. Temperatures today, though, climbing into the low 70s. Noticing the winds are pretty light out of the northeast, less than 10 miles per hour. We'll talk more about those rain chances going into our Saturday and also into next week. Have more on that coming up in about 15 minutes.
Quite jealous of you on the patio right now, Kelly.
I know, I'm
It's
just
nice
getting a
out.
tan out here this noon hour.
Take it all in, soak it in for me.
That's right.
All right, we'll see you in just a few minutes. The White House says President Biden is returning to Wisconsin next week. The president will be in Racine Wednesday, May 8th for a campaign event. He'll be delivering remarks on his Investing in America agenda. This video is from Biden's last visit to Madison on April 8th. Details about his stop are limited right now. The White House says details will be available soon. Happening today is the last day in office for Dane County Executive Joe Parisi. He announced a month ago to the day that today would be his last day in charge. Once Parisi leaves, County Board Chair Patrick Miles will serve as acting county exec. He will then name an interim executive within 30 days. Voters will elect the next permanent executive in November. So far, 4 candidates have entered the race. Still ahead for us on a Friday afternoon, fitness equipment maker Peloton announces layoffs for dozens of workers. Plus, how several restaurant chains are rolling out deals this weekend for Cinco de Mayo.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, and dirt are settling deep into your carpet fibers. Stanley Steamer removes the dirt you see and the dirt you don't. Your carpets aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Anybody that knows me here knows that I'm always focused on the customer first. I want to make sure that we don't have to worry about this door next year, the year after that. I'm not an actor at all. Here, Precision, we're here for you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
It's Temper Week at Steinhoffel's, the absolute best time to get a Temper mattress. Come in and test dress the all-new Tempur-Pedic Adapt and get a $25 reward card to your choice of these restaurants. At Steinhoffel's, if our best-selling 2024 Tempur-Pedic Adapt mattress is not in stock, it's free. So get in and test dress the new Tempur Adapt and have lunch on us. Because nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new Tempur-Pedic from Steinhoffel's.
You think Atlanta's point guard is good for 20 tonight?
No question. You hear he got name dropped on that new song? He feeling himself for sure.
Ever since that track drop, he been on fire.
The hook literally says his name 8 times in a row. He might go for 30.
With that much hype, I'd lock it in. But that's just me.
Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Cash in on your sports fandom with Prize Picks.
Last year, our daughter blessed our family with this cute little nugget. We're supposed to leave our next generation better off, but because Washington politicians have spent our money recklessly, he starts out owing hundreds of thousands of debt. It's wrong. The spending needs to stop. Unlike career politicians who drive us deeper into debt, I'll fight for him and for your children to have a better future. I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
Get an 11% rebate on your outdoor project. We have everything you need to keep your outdoor power equipment running smooth. Right now, all FVP lawn and garden batteries are on sale. Plus, get an 11% rebate. Get superior engine protection with Valvoline Daily Protection Motor Oil. It's formulated with advanced additives for year-round engine protection. Pick up a quart today for just $3.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Right now, pet dander, skin cells, mold spores, pollen, and dirt are being sucked into your air ducts. Get cleaner air and system efficiency now with Stanley Steamer. Your air ducts aren't clean until they're Stanley Steamer clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
More More headwinds for Peloton. The fitness equipment maker says it's laying off roughly 400 workers to trim costs. Peloton CEO Barry McCarthy is also stepping down. The company peaked during the COVID pandemic lockdowns, but it has struggled to find its footing since, as gyms and fitness centers reopened. Taylor Swift and other big-name artists are back on TikTok after Universal Music Group and the social media company announced a new licensing deal. It follows a months-long spat between the two companies over royalty payments to artists, which prompted UMG to temporarily pull its collection of songs. Users' posts that had featured Universal's music were muted due to copyright issues. TikTok says those posts will be unmuted soon. And this Sunday is Cinco de Mayo, and several restaurant chains are rolling out deals this weekend. Chipotle is offering free delivery on purchases. On the Border is serving up $5 margaritas, and Applebee's has brought back its $1 margarita, or Dollarita, for the entire month. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Carissa Lawson.
At the noon hour, here's your stock report. We're in the green on a Friday. Dow up 418 points, NASDAQ up 299, and the S&P 500 up 61. Our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. Volunteers are here every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Pam is watching today's egg prices straight ahead, and Callie is tracking just how long the sun is going to stick around in the first warn forecast. Then later on live at 4, Will Loper looking at the new movies available for streaming this week.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Nobody wants to replace the roof, but these days many roofs are only lasting 10 to 15 years, costing you tens of thousands of dollars. RoofMax makes your roof like new by strengthening and rejuvenating it. RoofMax treatments, started early enough, can extend the life of your roof by 15 years or more. And even if you think your roof is at the end of its life, 90% of the time, RoofMax can extend the life of your roof by 5 years at a fraction of the cost of a new roof. So give us a call and we'll give you a free assessment to see if your roof qualifies.
At Papa Murphy's, we build your pizza with the freshest ingredients. You take it and bake it fresh in your oven.
So technically, I make the pizza.
Right now, get the limited time Taco Grande pizza. Papa Murphy's, change the way you pizza.
We had such a great experience with Empire, we would recommend it to anyone.
Real customers share their stories about Empire today.
As a matter of fact, we already have. Customer service and the personal touch was really where it's at. The quality, too, is important to us, and the quality of the flooring was great. I mean, we've had people come in our home and say, wow, this is really beautiful. Where'd you have it done? Empire.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
Rider chips.
Don't worry, my cousin's got a guy.
Right now, get 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year.
Hurry, call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
What's your lawn care plan for the summer? Having a Maple Leaf lawn care maintenance program means a better looking lawn and more free time for you. Check our website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
When breaking news happens,
they're specifically calling for a divestment from Israel.
News 3 Now is there on the scene.
At least 60 police officers arrived within moments.
With team coverage to keep you informed and updated.
They've actually put up a new encampment. I'd say there's 10 or more tents currently. We just want peace.
Your trusted source for breaking news and continuous coverage. News 3 Now, moving forward. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. We made it to Friday, Pam. I can smell the weekend.
Boy, did I hear Kelly say this is a 10, because I would have to agree. I've been out running around. I completely agree for sure. I'm hoping that the weather cooperates next week out in Washington, D.C. Here's why. Next week, the Association of Equipment Manufacturers wants to remind people how much technology that today's farmers are using in the fields. So they're bringing the technology to the National Mall out in Washington, D.C. They're going to be there for about 3 days, taking up literally one end of the mall to the other. And obviously the goal, trying to raise awareness about the investment that farmers make today in technology, the equipment, the size of equipment that they're using today to try to mitigate some of the labor issues that they've got. So elected officials, our senators, our congressmen, as well as their staff, their support staff, are all going to be making their way down to the mall to get in the equipment, talk with the representatives that are there about what it does, why it's needed, and then they'll also obviously be reaching out to any consumers that are interested. This is the second time that they've done this. Literally, the National Mall covers about 3 football fields of space, and that farm equipment's going to try to take up every inch of it. So if you're on your way out to Washington, D.C. next week, don't be surprised if you see farm equipment there. All right, let's talk a little bit about what else is happening. I've been speaking of it all week, and I'll continue today. They are in the home stretch for the Allison Dairyland activities up in Door County. In fact, today they started off very early at 6 a.m. this morning at Renard's Cheese. Then they were at Rosebush Dairy, headed to a Country Ovens bakery in Forestville, and then they were back in Sturgeon Bay for another presentation. This afternoon, they are going to have a general public meet and greet, a Wisconsin showcase where they'll have a chance to answer questions the community might have about Wisconsin agriculture. Then tomorrow evening is the finale. We will, Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook, will do our best to try to stream the final announcement of who our next Alice is. Some of that depends on the technology available at the particular resort in Sturgeon Bay, but we'll do our best. So Fabulous Farm Babe on Facebook, where you want to look. Markets today actually make it feel like it's a little bit worthwhile. Corn, beans, wheat, everything is up, and our fluid milk contracts also double digits higher again today. Barrel cheese remains unchanged on a Friday at $1.88. 40-pound block cheese is up 1/4 cent at $1.79. Double A butter today up 1 penny and 3/4, $3.07.5 per pound. Josh, that's almost a record breaker for this time of the year as far as butter's concerned. So, like I said, today it feels like it's worth all the blood, sweat, and tears farmers put into it. The prices are looking pretty good, just like our weather.
Good news Friday, right? We love to see it.
Absolutely.
All right, Pam. Well, you have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
Right now, severe storms are flooding are getting even worse in Texas. In Conroe, about 4 inches of rain fell in the past 24 hours, sending more water into the already swollen San Jacinto River and flooding parts of that city. North of Houston in Montgomery County, the flooding is so extreme in certain areas, the view from above shows water rising halfway up homes, and dozens of rescues were reported across the region.
It's been stressful. I haven't slept good in like 4 nights, just worried about everything going on.
The Houston area even seeing some mandatory evacuations because of the rivers being so high. Let's get a look at our certified most accurate forecast here. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka is tracking some Friday sunshine. Kelly.
Yeah, beautiful afternoon. Thankfully, we don't have any of that flooding like they do down there in Texas, but we do have a lot of sunshine today. Enjoy it. We can see a little bit more cloud cover tomorrow, but then we'll get back to some sunshine on Sunday. Right now, we have a high pressure controllable weather. Our system that brought us a little bit of rain yesterday has moved well on the east. We've got a progressive weather pattern setting up, but these are real weak systems moving. High pressure dried us out. That air is sinking underneath that area of high pressure, and it's warming up, and that's why we're seeing 70s today. Now, our next system is off to the west. It's a real weak system. It's moving out of Colorado, Wyoming. You see some snow actually falling in Wyoming. That's the system that's going to be reaching us tomorrow, but as it moves in, it's going to weaken quite a bit, so we're not expecting a whole lot of rain out of it. You know, with all the rain we've had, most of it's been falling in extreme southern Wisconsin, Madison down to Janesville over the last several weeks. So some of the areas are still up to the north and west there in Sauk County, Southern Adams, and Juneau County, Richland County, still under that severe drought. So they still need some rain there. All right, we actually picked up 5/100ths of an inch of rain. That's all we could squeeze out yesterday here in Madison. But for the year to date, we're actually just over 1 inch above average. So we are over 10 inches, just about 10 1/3 of an inch. All right, take a look at our conditions right now. We do have quiet weather. Temperatures today expected to get up close to 72. That's 8 degrees above our average, which now is 64. The sun now does not set until 8:02, and we'll see plenty of that sunshine today with low 70s this afternoon. We will look at a few showers tomorrow. It's going to be real light, just kind of nuisance showers headed our way in the early afternoon hours before moving out later in the afternoon. And then we'll get back into sunshine and mild weather on Sunday. All right, our future track as we look at the afternoon, a lot of sunshine, temperatures in the lower 70s. There may be a few clouds that stream into the Wisconsin River Valley later this afternoon. But tonight, if you're headed out, temperatures will slowly fall through the 60s down to the 50s later tonight. Now, tomorrow morning, we're going to see a couple of showers roll into southwestern Wisconsin. But as you notice, as they get closer to Madison, they tend to weaken. So once again, this is going to be around noon to maybe 3 o'clock. We'll have that opportunity for a shower passing through, but that's about it. Just a really weak cold front moving through. We'll actually drop our temperatures a little bit later tomorrow afternoon going into tomorrow evening. But it looks like the above average temperatures will continue. You got to remember, we're only supposed to be in the mid 60s. We'll be well in the 60s, even low to mid 70s to start next week. We will get a little bit closer to average, maybe a few degrees below average, it looks like, toward the end of next week as some cooler air works down from Canada. Right now, we're sitting at 67, 70 already in Janesville. We've got 67 right now in Monroe and across Dane County. That's pretty much the story. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s already at the noon hour, and that sun, you can really feel that warmth coming in with that sunshine. And we generally have light northeast winds, so making for just an absolutely perfect Friday for us. 72. Now, it will be a chilly night tonight. We'll wake up to about 46. Now, tomorrow morning, if you are headed out the door, no problems as far as any kind of precipitation. Actually, may see a little bit of sunshine in the morning before some of those clouds move in, and a few showers expected for the early afternoon hours before clearing up by Sunday. We're well in the 70s by Monday and Tuesday, and we'll have to watch for Tuesday with some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of those could become kind of strong. We'll have to be paying attention to that over the weekend. Then we cool down. You can see temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Just a slim chance of a shower later next week.
All right, Kelly, making a smile on this Friday with a forecast like that. It's nice to see those temperatures.
Yeah, I mean, 70s can't beat it this time of the year.
All right, Kelly, thank you. Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen making a one-of-a-kind dessert that's inspired by the margarita.
Even though no one knows the origins of the classic margarita, it's one of the most popular cocktails in America. So popular that now we can find margaritas in almost every flavor. And with Cinco de Mayo coming this weekend, I thought it was the perfect time to take one of the most popular varieties and turn it into a decadent dessert. And I know you're gonna love the fact that we're starting with the white cake mix. And what we're doing is we're gonna combine the cake mix with some oil, eggs, and get this, some bottled strawberry margarita mix. That's what gives this cake its big flavor and its color. We'll beat it until it's smooth, and we'll pour that into a greased pan and bake it off. Now, while that's baking, we make our frosting by beating together some powdered sugar, some butter, lime juice, and a little more strawberry margarita mix. After the cake is baked and it cools on a wire rack, spread the frosting over the top. And a good tip, make sure the cake is completely cooled so the frosting doesn't melt. Is that easy or what? Maybe garnish it with some chorus sugar so it sort of looks like the salt on a margarita glass, and a few limes for that extra wow. The recipe for party margarita cake is online now, so you can whip up a dessert that's fitting for Cinco de Mayo or anytime you need a dessert that's packed with flavor. And with each forkful, your taste buds will think there's a fiesta going on in your mouth. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where every day we're looking for an easier way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
When we come back, the George Vitens Golf Academy shows us some tips when out on the course.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
As summer approaches, is your house ready? Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. Call now for $1,200 off whole home insulation plus a $1,200 tax credit.
USA Insulation.
Imagine having a Medicare Advantage plan that can help cover costs for dental services or even groceries. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is offering special benefits called Essential Extras, available for Medicare Advantage plan members. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible to enroll today. Unsure if you're eligible? Our licensed insurance agents can help. Just call the number on your screen today. Medicare Advantage plans cover everything in Original Medicare Parts A and B while offering coverage for additional benefits. With Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans, you could get no-cost essential extras you might not expect. These plans may include allowances for dental, vision, hearing, assistive devices, or even money for healthy groceries. That's not all, though. You could also get an allowance to help pay for utility costs like gas, electric, water, or sewer. It can even be used towards internet and cellular providers. Explore 2024 Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras in your zip code by calling today. If you're new to Medicare, have Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible. Essential extras could even include transportation to plan-approved destinations. But you won't get a plan with additional benefits automatically. You have to call to see if you're eligible to enroll. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield is proud to offer these special no-cost Medicare Advantage plan benefits that help provide comfort and convenience to make everyday life easier. Don't miss out. Call Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield today to explore 2024 Medicare Advantage plans with essential extras. If you're new to Medicare, on Medicaid, or recently moved, you could be eligible.
Call 800-694-1143. 800-694-1143. That's 800-694-1143.
If you're looking to better your golf game, the George Vitens Golf Academy is providing tips to help you lower your score. Joel White shows us proper arm position during your swing.
In this lesson, I'm focusing on the arms, the leveraging of the arms in the golf swing. When you address the ball, the leading arm is extended. As you go back, you're feeling the hinging with the wrist, not from the arms collapsing. You do not want to feel this in the backswing where the upper arms start to get stuck to your body. Maintain that distance out. And that is certainly true on the other side of the swing too. When I swing out, it's almost like I'm feeling I'm throwing the club out there. With this right arm, I'm extending that arm, and I am trying to keep that arm extended as long as I can till it swings around over your shoulders. You do not want to finish your swing with the upper arms jammed against your body. Extend it, maintain that width, maintain the radius of the golf swing. I'm Joel White, PGA professional. Improve your play the fundamental way.
Perfect day to hit the links, Kelly.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I mean, we've had a lot of wind over the last several weeks. Not much wind out there and plenty of sunshine. Just a gorgeous day. Make sure you lather up that sunscreen, though, because the sun is getting stronger this time of the year. Temperatures climbing into the lower 70s today with light northeast winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're going to watch a line of showers and storms roll across Minnesota and Iowa, reaching the Mississippi River early in the morning. But a lot of that will fizzle as it moves towards south central Wisconsin, so it remains to be seen whether or not we'll even see any of these showers. But it's going to be a threat probably through the early afternoon hours before moving on out. We may actually see a little bit of sunshine going into tomorrow afternoon. So just kind of some nuisance showers for us tomorrow. Otherwise, still mild as we get up to 70. It should be close to 70 on Sunday with lots of sunshine. Milder weather will continue on Monday and Tuesday. We will be watching some stormy weather headed our way by the Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday evening with some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Still mild on Wednesday. There is a taste of some cooler weather that will be arriving later in the week. Highs in the mid to upper 60s and maybe a shower or two by the end of the week. Next week we'll be a little bit closer to average in the mid to upper 60s, but pretty quiet weather for next weekend as well.
All right, Kelly, thank you. And thanks for joining us on a Friday. Enjoy that sunshine and have a wonderful weekend.